not bad. Might need a bit of a setup though. Hey guys, my name's Dave from Guitar Zero to Hero, and in this video, I'm gonna be building a Lego Fender Strat. Now this is a new set from the Lego Ideas range, which is awesome. And obviously I'm a big fan of guitars, but what a lot of you might not know is like I'm a massive fan of Lego as well. As a kid, it was pretty much the only toy I played with. So we have guitars and Lego combined. It's a kind of a dream come true. So what they have here is a recreation of a 1970s Fender Strat with the 65 Princeton reverb amp. The attention to detail here looks really amazing. You got a little pedal here, you got a guitar strap, there's even a stand for the guitar as well. It looks really cool and really excited to build it. The other cool thing is that you can build a black version of the Strat or a red one as well. So that's gonna be fun. I think I will choose the red Strat. Just seems to contrast real nicely with the amp. I think if you go with the black and black, it's, it doesn't stand out as much. But this is a 1074 piece set, so let's see how long it actually takes to build. Yeah, let's open it up and see what's inside. So out of the box, there's 13 bags of Lego here. We have the stickers, the booklet. We've got these two rubber cables, which I'm assuming are gonna be the guitar leads from the foot switch and also from the guitar to the amp. And we've also got these stringy bits, which I'm pretty sure are just gonna be the strings on the guitar. And that's everything inside the box. Now, when you open up the booklet, there's some history about Leo Fender, and the awesome legacy that he's created. The name and brand Fender is synonymous with guitars. If someone says Fender, you instantly think guitar. If someone says guitar, you generally gotta think Fender. So a pretty cool tribute to the great man himself. And then there's some information about the set, where it came from. Now, as a Lego Ideas set, this didn't come straight from the company. This was an idea that was created from a Lego fan. So if you don't know about Lego Ideas, basically it's user submitted models and sets that people come up with themselves. And here you see that he's created his own yellow Fender Strat and amp. The community then votes on what sets they like, and if there's enough popularity, they end up becoming fully developed sets, which is cool. The Lego guitarists, which is pretty cool. So there's obviously some musicians who work amongst the Lego team. I imagine they'd be getting their input to make sure everything is authentic and as close as possible to the real thing. And I do have the real thing behind me here. This isn't a 1970s Strat, but it is close enough. Now here you'll see just an overview of the set itself. So we got the first bag to create the guitar stand. The second bag will create the neck. And then the next 4 bags will either create the red body or the black body. I'm gonna go with red one. And then the last 4 bags for the amp. So that's it for the book. And I'm just gonna get stuck into it and let's see how long it takes to build. So we've got one side of the A-frame built now, and you can see how I can kind of move at that top hinge, which is cool. The other really cool thing is we've got these rubber bits right here. So, the attention to detail is really good. So there's the guitar stand, and the hinge folds up. Very, very cool. Let's compare this to a regular guitar stand. Now, it's not the exact same design here, but I have seen stands like this before. So here's the big one, and here's the small one. So far, so good. I'm really excited by this. Just the stand has got me excited. All right, let's get cracking on the neck. It's cool, these flat plates already have the pickups printed on them, which is cool. There's our middle pickup, all single coils, of course, to be true to the original model. And then we got our bridge pickup. And I love that they've even got that on an angle. So this is pretty clever, the little top part of the headstock just clips in to the rest of it like that, which is awesome. I reckon with Lego, you are limited by what you can do in terms of curves and contours, but they've done a decent job there of the headstock, I think. All right, the fretboard's going down. Let's make sure I don't put the frets in the wrong positions, hey? Don't want 12th fret up here. So we got our nut is up here at the top, and then we've got 5th, 7th, 9th. We'll have 12th fret right there, and then the rest. Awesome, pretty sure I got that right. Cool, so there's the headstock, the neck, and the electronics. So we'll now move on to the body. All right, so we got some strings. So we got the 6 strings here, all the same gauge, of course, as you'd expect. This is definitely different to stringing a real guitar. Now I quite like how they've color coded the guitar strings. On a lot of guitar strings, you will find that the ball ends are color coded to help you string up the guitar. Not always, but I think it's a pretty cool touch. All right, so I've got the guitar strings strung. That was a little confusing, but I got there in the end. Now it's a matter of tuning them, apparently. So it looks like in the booklet, we're gonna tune the strings. So twist them, which is pretty cool, to get that tension. All right, we've strung and I've tightened up those tuners, so we got a fully strung guitar right here, but the body is not finished, so let's try to finish that up. So we got this little box. I have no idea what that's for, so let's open up and see. Oh, there we go. That's cool. Yeah, it's like a nylon material, but pretty awesome. And it's even got Lego bricks on it. That's cool. Nice little touch there, so I'll put that aside. Okay, it's sticker time. We've got the back neck plate here, which is so cool. All right, let's pop that on. Little Fender back neck plate. Let's whack that on there. Cool, tuning pegs are in. Now we just got to build the rest of the scratch plate. Here's our pickup selector switch. So there's the whammy bar, really cool. We got this little thing here, which I'm assuming is just going to be the input jack. So our straps on, there's our 1970s Fender Strat. So cool. And they have thought of pretty much everything. So you got whammy bar, volume, tone knobs, pickup selector, tuning pegs. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think they've done an awesome job. So let's place the guitar on the stand for now. All right, let's build the amp. Okay, we've got the speaker grill done. That took a while. Now we're just gonna put the Fender plate onto it. There we go, awesome. So there's the amp, slowly taking shape. We've got half of the cabinet done now. And the speaker's gonna go on the back now. Oh, that's cool. So the way it sits in is with these little, I don't know what you call them, but single unit pieces. Once you pop that in, it just secures that speaker into place. So it can spin around, but it's not moving anywhere. Really clever. Okay, so that's it for that bag. That's just the speaker cabinet. Now, I think the next bag is all the electronics. So the tubes and all that, which is gonna be cool. Looks like we're putting in the tubes now. Now, I don't have a Princeton reverb amp, so I can't really confirm whether any of these electronics at the top are correct or not, or accurate, but I mean, it looks pretty cool. That's the main thing, right? So there's all the tubes, very cool. So right now I'm just finishing the front panel, and I'm loving how this is turning out. So you got these little knobs here for the EQ and gain, and volume settings. Got a little nice power LED there. So let's pop this front panel onto the cabinet. Oh, that just fits so perfectly on that angle, thanks to that hinge. All right, we're moving on to pretty much our last bag now, which is bag 12. So we've finished the lid for the cabinet, and you can see it just sits on top there. It doesn't actually connect, but the cool thing is that you can, that's because you want to take it off and see the electronics on the inside. So yeah, pretty cool. Just comes right off like that. All right, so now we're actually wiring up the cabinet speaker, which is cool. And we're just gonna have to tuck these cables inside that speaker cabinet. Okay, getting to the end now, we're just building the foot switch, I think. So there's our amp foot switch. It's pretty cool. We got two jacks at the back here that we could actually plug this into. So let's go with that one. I think that's it. We're at the end of the build. There's nothing else to. Oh, one more thing. It's just the guitar lead. So I'll just pop that together. So that takes us to the end of this build, and I'm really sad because I had just so much fun building it. But overall, really impressed with how everything came together. I love how you can just take the top panel off and see the electronics underneath. Now, one thing I think could have been improved is that this guitar lead is super short. In real life, you wouldn't, I don't know, I feel like that should be longer. But otherwise, everything looks great. You got a little foot switch here. You got your volume, tone controls, a whammy bar, input jacks, a guitar strap, tuners, and there's actual strings on the guitar as well. Really cool. So let's give it a strum and see how it goes, shall we? Not bad. Might need a bit of a setup though. As I said, it's a really fun build. It took me about 2.5 hours to put this together, and I was kind of rushing it a little bit, trying to get it done as fast as possible. So I think if you were to build this at your own leisure, and to take your time on it, it might take anywhere between 4 to 5 hours maybe. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyable. It's gonna be a really cool decoration on my desk now. In terms of build difficulty level, I mean, on the box it says 18 plus. I did find that putting the strings together and then doing the electronics, it required a lot of attention to detail. So if you want to buy this for your kid, I would say it might be a little too advanced. I'd say anyone from sort of 14 onwards should be able to put this together, I would say. 18 is a little, you're not giving people enough credit, I don't think, Lego. But for some of the smarter kids out there, yeah, I reckon from 14 onwards should be able to put this together without any hassle. But there were just a lot of small parts to it that, you needed to really keep a keen eye on the instructions to see what was going on, especially in the electronics department there. And whilst stringing the guitar, which that caused me a little bit of grief, but I got there in the end. And the end result is super cool. Thanks so much, guys. If you've enjoyed this and you want to check out this Lego set, then I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But otherwise, if you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments below. What did you think was the coolest part about this set? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.